It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, a spring training matchup between the White Sox and the Seattle Mariners. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Felix Hernandez gets the starting nod for the M's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, here he is, King Felix, also known as the King. Big arm, 5-pitch mix, mid to upper 90s fastball, slider, curve, changeup, and split. Some people think he throws too many pitches. Well, I know one thing, this guy's been a good pitcher for a long time, and he is one of the few aces in the game of baseball.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus on Robinson Cano, one of the softest hands in all our sport. Probably turns one of the best double plays in the game, captain of the defense.
Now batting, Yoan Moncada. He will lead this one off today.
For the White Sox, second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. The 1-0. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Temperature pretty seasonable for this time of year. 55 degrees at game time. Now the 2-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward as he'll square to try and move that runner over, but misses for the first strike.
Hey, here's where he steps out a second, collects his thoughts, and tries to get a pitch over the heart of the plate that he knows he can get down.
Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first in time, one away.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set and the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And there are two away now.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So here is Avisail Garcia trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and two gone. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Hit out towards second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. White Sox leave one. So now the Mariners offense gets to work for the first time. We've got no score. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. he'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Ronaldo Lopez will get the starting assignment in this one for the Chi Sox. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
D. Gordon.
First offering on its way. Left side, but well foul. The windup and the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Stays alive, still 0-2. Here's another 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Gene Segura waits on deck. Another full count pitch on its way. Weak chopper to the left side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. As soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nope. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Gordon aboard here at first with nobody out. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
He'll try again, 1-2. To first. Taken in by Abreu. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Runner at second here with one man out. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it. Here
now it's Mike Zunino as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. A ball and a strike to Mike Zunino.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now the 2-1 pitch. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 3-1. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
So runners at the corners with 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Into right field, that's a base hit. And the run will score as the Mariners get off to a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4-hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Behind 0-2 now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a flare out toward right center. Moncada ranging into shallow right. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. We'll move on to inning number 2 now from Shibe Park. The Mariners lead it 1-0. Stepping in, Wellington Castillo. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Wellington Castillo.
First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. Hit on the ground to short. Segura has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Nicky Delmonico.
Digging in, Nicky Delmonico, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. The 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. If the result works, pitcher can't be too mad.
Into the box, Leury Garcia, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Set to deliver the 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet. But the bases are loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
In now, Yolmer Sanchez as he hits one on a line to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Yoan Moncada. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball hit out towards Cano at second. He's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. White Sox pick up just the one. On now to the bottom of the second. All tied at 1-1. Digging in, Kyle Seager. Set to lead off the home half of the second.
Third baseman, Kyle Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Seager is a highly regarded defender, especially as corner infielders go. Some guys at first or third are there because they can hit. But he takes a lot of pride in his defense, and as a result, it's definitely not uncommon for him to make an impact on the game with his glove. One and two now. Popped him up. Castillo has a play. Makes the play, one away.
Batting eighth, first baseman, Ryan Healy.
So stepping in, Ryan Healy. Here's the first pitch to him. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball one. One out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 is He swung on and missed, and that's strike two. Two balls and two strikes to count to Ryan Healy. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Ben Gamel waits on deck. Good battle. Count remains full. Drives it out to deep right center field. Back goes Garcia. Still going back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a solo home run for Ryan Healy as the Mariners have now taken a 2-1 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamel as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Center fielder, D. Gordon.
Digging in, D. Gordon. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Gordon, the former Miami Marlin, he was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Tilson is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. One for the Mariners, and it comes on this solo home run. We've played two. It's now 2-1 Mariners. So digging in now, Charlie Tilson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Gordon is in pursuit. One down.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
At the plate, Jose Abreu. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. Gordon is there. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box now, Avisail Garcia. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Gordon is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So a strong inning there for Felix Hernandez as he holds on to a 2-1 advantage. Striding in, Gene Segura. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Soft liner to the left side. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
In now the Mariners DH, Nelson Cruz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
The catcher, number 3.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Zunino. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They lead it 2-1. James Paxton will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
James Paxton.
Leading off the inning, Wellington Castillo, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Now at the plate, Nicky Delmonico. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. Popped him up. Healy has room in foul territory. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Leury.
Settling in now, Leury Garcia, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center field. Gordon has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. White Sox down on just 4 pitches. They still trail it here 2-1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to right center. Tilson racing back, and it's gone as they add still another. Robinson Cano, a solo home run, and it gives the Mariners a 3-1 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. Back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Healy.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mariners 3 and the White Sox 1. Marco Gonzalez will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 32, Marco Gonzalez.
Stepping into the box, Yolmer Sanchez hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Sanchez on at first, nobody out. Pops this one up. Healy shading to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for Chicago, center fielder, Charlie Tilson.
And Charlie Tilson now comes forward. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
Into the box now, Jose Abreu. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. A 2-run home run off the bat of Jose Abreu. And the White Sox have come back to tie it at 3.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ Show Track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ben Gamel. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Ben Gamel.
First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
0-1's the count.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Here's D. Gordon now. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Popped him up. Sanchez is there. 2 gone.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Gene Segura standing in. Here's the first pitch to him. A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. Andrew Moore takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 48, Andrew Moore.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Wellington Castillo.
First offering on its way. Castillo swings, and this is hit very well to left field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, the skipper called on him for a reason, and I can guarantee you one thing. That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough way to start your day at the office as a reliever.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. He swings and grounds it to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Tim Anderson. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Sacrifice attempt here. Cano for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder, Leury Garcia.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Leury Garcia. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Number 5, Carlos Sanchez.
Into the box now, Yomer Sanchez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. Tapper up the line, but that one rolls foul. The 0-2 once more. In the dirt, and now let's see. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Now the relay home. Throw in will wind up holding him to just a single, but he does pick up an RBI as runners move to the corners now, and the trouble deepens. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Yoan Moncada. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Now batting.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
In now, Charlie Tilson. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Jacob May will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
Jacob May.
And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Well, giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that last pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with his release point right now. He doesn't know where it's going, and he knows it.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Gamble is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 79, Jose Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So it's 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the White Sox 7 and the Mariners 3. Jacob May will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 32.
Here's Nelson Cruz now.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First pitch on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Hit sharply toward the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Showtrack tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Here now is Mike Zunino. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line drive base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Striding in once again, Robinson Cano. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard but pulled it foul.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. Garcia moving to his left. 1 away. And he might have thought about it at third, but with 1 away, decides not to risk it.
Up next for Seattle, right fielder, Matt Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
0-1.
And a changeup right down the middle. Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Cruz at third. Zunino is over at second with 1 down in the inning. And that one stayed too low apparently. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Moncada has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at third now. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. First offering on its way. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. The White Sox lead it 7-4. Back here at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Mike Morin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 64, Mike Morin.
So here is Avisail Garcia, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Willie Garcia is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-2. This pitch is popped up, and the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, captain Wellington Castillo.
Wellington Castillo will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. From the stretch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
0-2, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nicky Delmonico.
Next up is the sneaky pop of Nicky Delmonico. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson, as he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles, runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on it. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll, you lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this 3rd guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Hard ground ball to third. Seager fields it cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. White Sox strand a couple. They hold a 7-4 lead. Willie Garcia will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 18, Willie Garcia.
Ryan Healy will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the 1st out.
Now batting, left fielder, Ben Gamel.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamel. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a strike. filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Here comes another 0-2. Grounded to the right.
Moncada fields it cleanly.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Cameron Perkins will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this is caught, as he had to go a long way to get there, but he pulls it in right in front of the stands to retire the side. Cameron Perkins will stay in the ballgame as he takes over in center.
Now playing center field, number 26.
Casey Lawrence has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 61, Casey Lawrence.
Standing in, Yolmer Sanchez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance.
Carlos Sanchez.
First delivery to him on the way. On a line, that's a base hit. So with that, the White Sox put their leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jacob May. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Sanchez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. Now in the box, Jose Abreu, and their runners at the corners now. He's set. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. A bare hand for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Andrew Romine will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Romine.
Line drive to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out. And the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
And that one just missed outside. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. The 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you could go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
3-1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Guillermo Heredia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Guillermo Heredia.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. TJ House comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Sliced hard on the ground. Moncada gloves it to second for 1, And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Gotta love that out of your reliever, right? The first batter he faces, he gets to roll over into a double play. Pulled the right string that time, Skip.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. A tying run standing on deck, which means he'll be looking to get on base any way he can. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. To short. Anderson scoops it up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 8 full. It's the White Sox 7 and the M's 4. Andrew Romine will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 7.
Max Povsik enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Mike Margema is also into the ball game as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Taylor Motter is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. And that'll bring up Willie Garcia.
The right fielder, number 18, Willie Garcia.
First offering on its way. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, catcher, Wellington Castillo.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a line drive. Foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Perkins has a play. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nicky.
So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Nicky Delmonico. Last time through was a base hit. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Now batting.
Even the best center fielders make mistakes once in a while, and that's definitely the case here. He totally misplays it, and by the time he recovers, no chance of keeping him from ending up at third.
Into the box now, Tim Anderson as he grounds one briskly to short. Romine ranges to his left, and they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Gordon Beckham will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Standing in now, Kyle Seager.
That's a
ball and no strikes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifted the other way to left center. Garcia sprinting after it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, first baseman, Ryan Healy.
At the plate, Ryan Healy, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Last chance for the Mariners. A swing and a high drive to right center field. May ranging back, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of missed locations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's a...
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was necessary for this one, and he had just enough to get the job done.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Pale Hose rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Ronaldo Lopez is credited with the win. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan